We're starting.
Yeah, go ahead, man, because I didn't even pull up a motherfucking intro song.
Live.
Because why the fuck would I, of course? Oh, welcome to the Wake and Bake. What the fuck?
Oh, Facebook took a second. Alright, now you're live.
Now, hey, there we go. What the fuck is up, man? Welcome back to the Wake and Bake. I am always your host, Blind James, and you guys know where you can find me on Instagram is at TheRealBlindJames. And then you can get a hold of our show and watch our streams on Facebook and YouTube at The Wake and Bake with Blind James, just like Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, throw that N in there, bro. And then you can get over to patreon.com/blindjames and hook us up with that donation. Help us keep our studio and keep bringing you awesome kick-ass interviews like the ones we're doing tonight. And then, of course, with me, as always, is the man, the legend, the Don Coop.
Yo, what's up?
Ooh, how you doing tonight, Don Coop?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Shit.
Hell yeah. You are excited for this interview tonight.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. We've been waiting for Blind to come in, though. And we got Jimmy here, too, though. Oh, shit. Like I said, we're getting this blind band getting together, man. Shit.
The Dirty Sticks, brother.
Dirty Sticks. Dirty Tips.
The Dirty Tips. That is the band right there. Hell yeah. And then running the live stream over there is our new producer and fucking live stream master, Waldo. What up, my dude?
What's going on, brother?
Shit, brother. Hey, real quick, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Party with Waldo and on Facebook at Waldo Where Is.
Shit, there he is, man. The man jumped on the book. So you pop on there and you know what you can see on Waldo's page, all kind of cool glass, fucking dab videos, what did you do the other day? You did foot boxing, what is it, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Rock'em Sock'em Foot Boxing.
Rock'em Sock'em Foot Boxing, there it was. Pop over to Instagram at Party with Waldo and check that shit out. And then in studio tonight is one that has been requested literally by probably a dozen plus people since last October when we first brought Drop onto the Wake and Bake, which was a great fucking time. And everybody said, man, you guys need to link up. Because not only do we have a couple of different things in common, which you guys will find out about tonight, but the main thing is that we fucking both love music. So that's what we're here to really bullshit and talk about tonight. And that man is our great friend now, Blind Joe Wallace.
So, man,
Woo!
good to be here with you, man.
Hell yeah, dog. How you feeling tonight?
Feeling good, man.
Yeah, man, I'm very, very happy to get you on the Wake and Bake finally. It's been a long time coming.
Man. Yeah, ever since meeting you at Freak Stomp, I've been really, really looking forward to this, like, counting down the days.
Fucking me too, man, and we've been plugging the shit out of it on our social media and stuff. And then you guys got the stream right so you can share it?
Mm-hmm,
all right, good, dope shit. So yeah, all your fans, the ones who are tuning in, feel free to post all your questions for Blind Joel. And tell the fans and everybody here who you have with you today.
I got Jimmy Parsons with me on the guitar here.
Yeah.
And I've been playing with this man for, we've done a couple shows in the past years, but we've been jamming for a couple years now, and I freaking love playing with this guy. And also another side note, he's the only person that I know that has the same eye disease as me, retinitis pigmentosa. So it's been really cool having somebody, close in my life that has that.
Hell yeah,
and playing
man.
music together. I mean, this dude is a freaking genius on them instruments.
Shit, I heard it.
So let's just let the people know, man, if we really wanted to, we got enough even amount of people that the blind guys could, we matched the number of seeing people in
We're
this
matching
show.
it up, man. It's even teams
Yo,
right now.
we get one more, dog. We up, dog. Better watch out, man. Y'all, they made Juggalos a gang, man. You better watch out. We coming stick strong.
Stick strong.
Stick strong, brother. Tap, tap. Hashtag tap, tap, bitch. Get some. Hell yeah. And how'd you guys link up, bro?
It's through a friend of mine, Zach Haney, who also plays with me when I have a band backing me up on the guitar. And then this guy switches over to bass.
Oh, nice. So, very multi-talented, multifaceted musician.
Oh, yeah. You can hear him on the keys, dude. He wails.
Oh, we got a keyboard, brother. I'll plug that fucking thing in later.
Yeah, we'll do that thing.
Hell yeah. Let's do that, man. We can
Absolutely.
jam a little bit together and do freestyle something.
Absolutely.
You already know, dog. But Jimmy, man, thank you for coming in tonight, dude.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, man. And where can the people find you?
Just North Akron. I live around there.
Talk about your social media, asshole.
Just probably my name, Jimmy Parsons.
Okay, for sure.
I'll do it for him. He plays in Raspberry Jackson.
There
Raspberry
we go.
Jackson
That's
is
the
how
shit
you
I'm
can
looking
find
for,
him.
man. Where do you jam? All that good stuff. The stuff you want. I want people to hear you.
Yeah, Wesley Bright and the Honeytones. He plays with them too.
Nice.
What other bands you play with?
I'm playing with a band called Get On Up.
Get
It's
On
like
Up.
A
Where
funk
is-
R&B thing.
Nice.
Yeah,
Little
as
James
well.
Brown action.
Yeah, we'll do some of that. Yeah.
Right
Do
on.
Some James Brown and stuff.
Good
like
stuff,
that.
good
Mhm.
stuff. Hell yeah, I'm about that life, man. I get down on some funk. And then we also have the other guy that I met at Freak Stomp, a cool motherfucker with another cool name, Kooza.
What's up, man?
What up, dog? What you doing over there, bro?
Hanging out, bro.
Yeah? People can't hear you on a mic, bro.
Yes.
No?
Speak up.
Yeah, come on over here, bro.
Yeah, come cuddle up with me, man.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah. You're
Nah,
part
I'm
of
just over here.
you're part of the band too, though, right? You play drums, right?
Well, yeah.
Isn't that your your thing? You're a drummer.
Yeah, I've played drums with Joel for years. Like, I don't know how long it's been. 8 years, 9 years, or something like that.
Yeah, let's go with 8.5. So.
8.5 years.
So yeah, that's how long I known Cooch. So look at that.
Look
man.
at that, Cooch and Cooch.
Right, that's what I'm
8.5
saying,
years, going
man.
strong.
Coming on that decade, dog. 10 years strong, dog.
Yeah, he was drumming in
Oh,
Drunken Sunday
shit.
with me, and
God damn.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
What
been
up?
a couple years.
Please don't touch that.
Is this the microphone?
Yeah.
Dig. Okay. Is that really rocking you, huh? Sorry.
Man, it was like in my ear real quick, and I was like, oh, it's all good, it's all good. Here.
That's what happened when you
You want to hit
got
this pen?
when you're
yeah,
evenly
sure.
matched blind guys and sighted people and shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah, shit, all
That's my thing. I really wanted to be like, hey guys, make sure you talk into the mic, but I was like, these motherfuckers ain't even gonna see the motherfucker. How am I gonna tell them where the fuck to talk, dog? It's like telling me to fucking, yo, pick up that trash, dog.
Then when we got here, I almost called you up, and right before you answered, the first thing on my mind was like, "What's it look like?" And I was like, "God damn it!" Don't say that shit.
Luckily I know because I've been here before I went blind, so I was hip.
He wouldn't have even
Yeah.
hesitated.
Not at all, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dog. So what are you guys gonna jam for us real quick?
You want to start with the "Come a Long Way"?
Sure.
All right, we're gonna do "I've Come a Long Way" off the album "Who Is Joel Wallace."
Alright, what's this tune about, my man?
This tune, I was was just done with Drunken Sunday and moved down to, or right before, I recorded the album before I moved, but was moving down to Austin, Texas, and just starting over fresh and just looking back on everything. Like, I've come a long way from where I was, and
I love this song. This
You know.
chorus hits me, man, because it's where I'm trying to head right now.
yeah, and I think it's something that everybody can really grab onto and relate to, because like no matter who you are, what you're going through, if you look back a year ago, 2 years ago, or whatever, we all come a long way.
Ain't that the motherfucking truth, dog? Amen.
I've been through some rough stuff before, and it's all better now. It's a lot of it's better now, at least.
And I think people really need to pay attention to the lyrics, because I know I've listened to this song, over and over at this point, and it brings up some good fucking points about definitely not giving up, man, which some people like us definitely can't do.
Yeah.
It's like I was saying before the podcast, man. I like to give people no excuse,
Right.
not to chase their dreams and do what they love.
Damn right.
So let's hear this motherfucker.
Also, the last verse is a shout out to Tribadelic, because those boys been like my big brothers.
Hell yeah! Shouts out to our boys, Trop, dog.
I came a long way from freezing, sleeping with my coat on, waiting on the check so I can turn my fucking phone on, trying to survive on the love of my friends, feeling like I was a burden, wanting this life to end. I was good to pretend, keep a smile, joke a while, but let it out of my pen. It was the only way to ease all the pain I've been in. All of the struggle made me stronger, helped me harness my skills so I could start to make $1 off this music for real. I never set out to be more than myself. I got enough to talk about, this shit should fly off the shelf. I got a lot to learn, but I'm improving every day. I think it's fair now to say that I come a long way. Looking back on where I started, from empty bars to recording artists, so far from where I've been. Been living in the same place, spinning my wheels. I had to get the hell out so I could do what I feel. I know my homies back home know I always got love, and now I got a spot to visit when you wanna link up. Take a vacation, come and see how I've been living. And you know I'm coming back for a Tenerife Thanksgiving. No matter what, I'm always down for my old homies all day. I think it's fair now to say I come a long way. Got some big brothers in the doing big things now, getting record deals, bigger shows, and the big crowds. Get the name out for the people in mass. Write lessons for the dreamers that just sitting on their asses. Show them all what you can do with some hard work, and it's not all gonna be bright lights and short skirts. Just keep a steady grind and keep putting on your time. And if you believe what you can see can get you where you wanna be, keep a clear mind and learn lessons from where I've been. Put your faith in working hard to reach what you want to achieve. If you wanna be ballin' but don't wanna put it all, then you'll never make it out of all these places that you've been. It's that willingness to sacrifice, get yourself to higher height, separating stars from the ones stuck under street light. I won't let it be me, I'm headed out to the scene. Something big is waiting on this horizon for me. I come a long way, looking back on where I started. From empty bars to recording artists, so far from where I've been. I've come a long way, my friend. Looking back on where I started. From empty bars to recording artists, so far from where I've been. I've come a long way, my friend. Long way, my friend, yeah. Come a long way.
Yeah, boy. That is definitely one of my favorite songs by you, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That is some inspirational shit. And you moved down to Austin. When was that?
That was January of 2018.
And
right.
That's where you linked up with our boys in Audic, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Some friends. Actually, my friends that brought me down there told me that they were friends with Travis, and so like talked about linking up so many times, and then it didn't even happen until they opened up for Tropodelic down there in downtown Austin.
Oh shit!
So I got to hang out with all of them and meet them, and then I got up on stage with Trop and busted out a freestyle. Well, it wasn't a freestyle, but I busted out a rap.
Got you, yeah. Laid it down?
Yeah, laid it down, and like, honestly, Travis, after that, he tried putting me into rap battles and all kinds of shit down there.
He was like, dude.
He's like, you can win, you're going to win.
Yeah.
Even offering to pay for it and stuff, so that was really cool. And then I got to hang out with Ronnie a little bit, almost joined his side project.
Ronnie's my fucking dude,
Dude, he's
man.
a great dude. Freaking super talented and awesome dude.
Dude, everybody in that band is fucking crazy talented,
awesome.
dog.
But yeah, so he came over to my house a couple times when I was down there, and we kicked it and jammed, and it was freaking awesome to see him up here in Cleveland.
Hell yeah, man. I know we're looking to get down to Austin, man. What's it like down there? What was your experience being from up here moving down there?
When I first moved down there, I had I'd never been to Texas, so I just had like assumptions based on movies and shit like that. So I was thinking like cactuses and cowboy hats and stuff like that. Austin's nothing like that. Austin's
You're thinking of San Antonio, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had all these daydreams. There were nothing like that.
No. Get to Austin, there's a bunch of fucking
it's everybody from
and skinny jeans. And
it's people from everywhere else. Like most of the people I met, they were from some other state or some other city.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's like Nashville or something, man.
Yeah, it's a huge melting pot of different people. So it was really cool. It's great people there. Everybody was really nice. I didn't really see anything too messed up, except homeless people.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Right.
The only difference in Austin is that, like in Cleveland, you probably won't go through like a village of homeless people when you're going to a show. In Austin, you might park and then go through like a city under a bridge.
Oh goddamn!
Like just trying to get somewhere downtown. So that was kind of different, but
definitely different.
But yeah, it was awesome. There's a lot of cool things going on downtown and in neighboring areas. Met up with some really cool hip hop artists down there, MC Righteous and Ty C. Shout out to those boys. They were the first people that I got connected with down there, and I did pretty much everything I did down there was with them. And did a little bit of collaboration with Ty C. Brought him up here to Ohio when I came back and did some stuff with him. With Derek Willis. Shout out Savage Royale.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Fucking right. And why'd you move down to Austin? What was that about? Was it for music or what?
It was for music, but it was for a lot of reasons. I was free for the first time in my adult life. Like, I didn't have a band that I was
like obligated. Tied down to?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like, pretty much always with the band, we're always booked like a year ahead. So, like, there was no way that I could ever, do anything like that before. And that was over. My relationship ended, and my lease was up. So it was like, what up? All right, so I need somewhere to live, and one of my friends said that you can live with me in Colorado. And I'm like, all right, well, shoot, whether it's a year or however long, I'll just go try it out.
Right, see what that's about.
Then I had a friend of mine named Tom who is, he was Kuz's old singer. Kuz used to be a guitar player in a metal band. So he was the metal singer, and we were friends for a long time.
What band was that?
Loss of Thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, that's old news.
That's old news. Because I'm a metalhead, Kuz.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
But,
I was digging the shirt.
What am I wearing? No, real shit. I don't even know.
Oh, it's that Lamb of God shirt.
Oh, see? There you go, brother. Yeah. All right, dog.
Yeah, so Tom had told me that if it fell through moving to Colorado, that I could move down to Austin, and ended up falling through. So I hit him up, and he brought me down there. I ended up living with one of his friends.
Okay.
And it was awesome. It was a lot of stuff going on with my family and everything that made me move back.
Yeah.
And it was just, I hated being that far from people that I loved,
Man, you've had a crazy family life, too, with your whole past. And,
yeah, definitely.
Shit that's been made you who you are today. It's been a hell of a fucking mold, let me tell you, brother.
Yeah.
You know how some of them, the David, man, that statue, that motherfucker's been around forever now. At least since, like Jurassic period or so. You know what I'm saying, dog? I feel like that's you, bro. You're just a fucking stone motherfucker, and you got a fucking heart of gold and steel. You know what I mean, dog?
I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. And let's talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
About childhood.
Yeah, let's start off there, because the first thing that comes to mind from one of your songs is you talk about when you were a kid, you and your cousin had something very similar happen. Right?
Yeah, we did. When I was 8 years old, we hung out with me. Sorry.
You good, brother? You want to hit the dab?
Yeah, no. Me and my cousins, we all had single moms. So we stayed at our grandma's a lot, and we were all pretty much like siblings.
Amen to that. Yeah. And fucking, I call them my brothers, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can be my cousin, but I'm only 2 hours older than him.
Yeah. You're
my brother, motherfucker.
All right.
Like, I've been with you since day one. And,
And we lived in the same neighborhood in Ely Village in Elyria.
Oh, that's a great fucking place. I bought and sold a lot of drugs there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we were in those duplexes, and they were just on the other side. We spent all our time together. And one day we were outside, and
now, this was back when Ely Village and shit had their own PD in it, right? They had their own security.
Yeah, I think they did.
Shit.
I think they did.
Village?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure, I was a month away from turning 8.
Oh, okay. So this is like your first grade when this shit, second grade, right?
And my cousin, I was just hanging out with them, we're like riding bikes, rollerblading or whatever. And I'm on the, I'm about grabbing my bike to leave, and this dude comes flying down the road in a lifted truck and hit my cousin Candy right in front of me and her 2 siblings, my cousins Chad and Allie. And we all saw it, and she got dragged and everything, and she survived for 7 days, if I remember correctly, in the hospital. But I remember that happening and running over to her side and seeing her, and my aunt. Like,
if you don't mind me asking and interjecting, what was running? Do you remember what was going through your head at that point? I mean, you're 7 years old. So are you thinking like, fuck, all right, did you have the mindset to go, somebody call 911, you go get an adult? Like,
it was honestly, it was pure terror. That's all. Like, I just ran over, and there's, blood on the street and on her. And I remember looking her in the eyes and everything, and my aunt had ran up at the same time, and she was like, go get your mother. So I jumped on my bike, and I rode it over and just like blew through a bunch of stuff, almost got hit myself. And just jumped off the bike full speed and ran into the house and told my mom. I was like, Candy got hit by a car. And the neighbor was like, oh, like in there with her, they were having coffee or something. And so we went over. By the time we got back over to Garden Street, they were in the ambulance and everything. You know, I remember being in the hospital with them for, pretty much most of that week. And they decided they kept having to take parts of her brain out. They took like a quarter out because it was bruised, and they took half out, and then they ended up, letting her go.
Right.
And I had nightmares about that. I was in counseling,
Of course.
It was rough. I still remember a good few of those nightmares.
Any of them still come about, man, and hit you today?
No, they're not. Wasn't anything recurring. It's just something you don't forget.
Of course. Definitely, man. And then when it ended up happening to you, because you have a similar story, not as tragic.
When I was 13, I was walking to my friend's house, and it was me and my brother and my friend Ronnie, and it's out in Manaway, so there's no sidewalks or nothing. We're walking through the country, and It was snowing. It was in January.
I was gonna ask that. Yeah.
And so it's like a spot where there's two valleys. There's like a valley. There's two hills. And you kind of just bounce around, try not to get hit because people are flying over each side.
Right.
And so we were walking with traffic, and a truck comes up behind us. We didn't hear it until it got close. And my friend Ronnie goes to the right to the ditch. My brother goes across the street, and I follow him. And it just missed my brother, and it hit me right in the thigh. And it broke my femur in half and shattered it. My head smacked off the hood, and then his brakes kind of finally locked up. And it slingshotted me, and I slid on my head like 40 feet on the icy road into the ditch. And I was in the ditch for 45 minutes before the ambulance got there.
So this ditch is middle, and that thing's filled with snow.
Yeah.
Cold as fuck, right?
Yeah, so I had hypothermia and had my, femur. It's the biggest bone in the human body. It was broken half and shattered.
That's crazy. What about isn't your fucking femoral artery and shit there? Like.
Yeah, so later, like after, they brought me in and did all the emergency stuff, put me in traction and all that stuff, the doctor had told me that if it would have broke any other direction, I'd have been gone in 60 seconds.
Whoa.
Because hitting the femoral artery, you're going to bleed. There's nothing they can do.
Right.
Especially in that, and they didn't get there for 45 minutes. I'd have been there dead for 42.
I'm surprised you
43.
didn't fucking freeze to death with all the blood coming out of your fucking leg.
Well, that's another thing. There was no bleeding. Internally or externally.
Wow, man.
Well,
No
because
bleed.
it was so cold? Or
I think maybe just because it was such a clean break, because it shattered it. Like instead of
so
just
it was
breaking it into, yeah.
Like it's all still there. It's just fragments. Of
Yeah, it was like I'll do it for the camera. It was like that, and then there's fragments in the middle, but it was a clean break and it didn't hit no arteries and there was no bleeding at all.
So
I just had a concussion.
45 minutes go by.
Yeah.
All right, and then ambulance comes, picks you up. How long did it take for that fucking pain to set in?
Well, I was in shock, so I don't remember anything from 5 minutes before I got hit until I got in the ambulance.
Okay.
And I feel like that's because they kept me awake. Like that's where my memory comes back.
Right.
Because
they don't want you falling out.
My brother and my friend Ronnie told me about it and said that I would wake up from being knocked out and be like, why's my leg hurt? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? And they were like, calm down.
Chill.
Your leg's broken. You got hit by a truck. And I'm like, and go into shock.
Right back out.
So now I wake back up and I'm like, oh my God, what happened? My leg hurts. Why am I in a ditch? And they're like, you got hit by a truck. And I'm like, and pass back out.
Oh, shit.
So then they just stopped telling me. And so I wake up like, why's my leg hurt? Oh, why am I in a ditch? Why aren't you guys talking to me? And then probably just fall asleep a little more peaceful.
Oh,
But then,
goddamn.
when I got in the ambulance, the first thing I remember saying was, who hit me? As if I already knew all the details and as for some reason would have known who hit me with the truck.
Right, like I know that guy.
Like, this town's small.
Yeah.
Who did it?
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah. And they weren't answering any of my questions, which pissed me off, but it's probably because I'd asked them already a lot.
Well, yeah. That or they really had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
You know?
And because I'm asking, who knows
They're
what
like,
I was
dude, we
asking.
just got you in an ambulance. We're taking you. You're gonna die, you fuckhead. Shut up and take the morphine.
And I remember the only thing I was complaining about the whole time in the ambulance and first getting in the hospital was that I was 13, I was a small dude. The thing was up in my ass, the stretcher.
Yeah.
I got like a big booty imprint. And I was like, get this thing out of my fucking butt crack. I was just yelling about that the whole time.
Yeah, you worried about
I wasn't even worried about the leg, dude.
Fucking
I was
things in my ass, dude.
I was in too much shock to feel the leg, but I could feel that,
Right,
that
man.
seam up in the seam, you know?
That adrenaline pumping and all that. Woo.
Yeah, and then my memory goes out a little bit after that, and then, I remember being in the hospital, and I remember going into the surgery and being pretty freaked out, but it worked out well. They put titanium in my leg from my hip to my knee, and 2 pins in my knee and 1 in my hip. And then 3 years later, it was messing my knee up, so they had to take it all out.
Ooh.
And I kept it for a long time because they gave it to me, but I wanted.
Was it rejecting or what was it like?
I think it's just because I grew more
grew?
than
That's
they.
what I was gonna say. Was that like a major thing? How long was the recovery on that?
On the getting hit by the truck.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital for 5 days, and I was on a walker for 4 months.
Oh, shit.
And then when I could walk again, like I remember telling my brother and his girlfriend, like, come outside, look, I can run. I'm just hobbling. You know, look, I can do it. I remember at one point I was walking down the street with my friends, and I was like, guys, I'm walking, I'm not even thinking about it. They're like, yeah, nobody thinks about it. But for me, it was like a huge deal because
Right.
I'd had to follow every step with my brain, you know,
Right,
just to get it done.
100%.
And so 4 months, then I was like, you know, I'll go out in public, I'll maybe bring a crutch. And it's almost 6 months to the day after that happened, I got another car accident and broke the same leg, different bone.
Oh,
broke
Jesus
tibia.
Christ.
And it was just, got in the car, this girl was driving, I didn't know she was drunk. It was a full car. There was even a dude in the trunk. And I was in the middle of the back seat, and we went spinning out on a country road, flew off the side of the road, hit a tree, landed on a rock in a ditch.
Ooh.
And like last thing I remember is going, oh shit, and put my head down because my dude said trees.
Yeah, oh, damn.
And
Protect,
yeah. So it was protecting my head, and then I woke up, and they were telling me, is anything broken? I was like, no, my leg's just bruised up. And then in the ambulance, is anything broken? I was like, no, it's just bruised up. In the hospital, is it broken? No, it's just bruised up. And it's bruised up really bad. They put me on the X-ray table. I'm like, screaming. And they're like, is it broken? I'm like, no, it's not broken.
It's not broken. They got the X-ray. They go.
6 months before, I broke the first bone in my body that I ever broke, and it was the biggest one I had. So I was like, this shit ain't broke.
Right, this is nothing.
I know what broke is.
Yeah, right, the fuck I know about a broke bone.
And see, they came back in, they're like, yeah, your leg's broken.
You're like, motherfucker, not again.
It was another like 8 weeks on crutches. So like in 2005, I really didn't walk that a whole lot.
Wow.
You sat around and ate a lot of painkillers.
I played a lot of guitar. And I played.
Isn't that where you learned? Isn't that where you first?
I started learning a little bit before that, and I'm sure it definitely helped having all that time to just sit around and do that. But I feel like honestly, I played more Atari because when I was in the hospital, my mom got me a little Atari.
Hell yeah.
I played that shit constantly.
Right, dude, laid up.
Some pole position.
Right, dude. Goddamn. So this is stuff that you talked about. In which song is that?
Who is Joel Wallace?
Okay, that song is incredible. You also talk about some other deep stuff in there. Some shit that happened with your dad.
Yeah. So when I was about 4 years old, my father got sent to prison for something he did not do. He was framed and put into prison for a sentence of 15 to 50 years. So growing up, I never thought that he was gonna get out. You know, I didn't think that I would get to see him before I was old. You know.
Right, just be seeing him through the fucking screen.
So
right?
I always had a lot of hope, but the reality of the possibility of that was always there, growing up. And I saw him every single month. And talked on the phone every week. He wrote me letters twice a week, and that was really rough. You know, he still was there though. Even being in prison, he was there. You know, if I needed, some fatherly input, he was always there and did everything that he could. Even though he was
how old
locked
were you
up.
again when this happened?
I was 4 when he got locked up, turning 5.
So through all the shit you had to go through with your cousin in her accident, accident,
getting hit by the truck, he was in prison. Yeah, he got out when I was 16. He did 11 years, and he got out in his first parole hearing, which is unheard of.
So what exactly happened there? If you don't mind, man.
You know, all of this stuff can be found on the internet. If anybody's really
wants to dig deep.
really interested in finding out, what the story was.
Can you give me the long or the short of it?
Fuck it. I'll just say it. He got framed for molestation.
Okay.
For my older siblings, they're half siblings, and their side of the family and stuff like that hated that he was a Jehovah's Witness, and they didn't want them to be raised Jehovah's Witness, and so they said that they'd do anything that in their power to make that not happen, and they did. And they coerced them to say what they said. When they got old enough, they wrote letters to the parole board, affidavits claiming it didn't happen, and
so they got older, wised up, realized what the fuck their parents had them do as kids.
Yeah, and so it wasn't the parents; it was grandparents and step grandparents and shit like that. But,
Jesus, that almost makes it worse, bro.
Yeah. So anyway,
I can see siblings having problems, but man.
So anyway, they got him out on parole, and then we were in court for 7 years. And after 7 years in court and a 7-day long trial, on the 4th day, the judge hit the gavel and said, but based on everything that I've been shown, this man has been innocent and falsely imprisoned.
Wow. So what does the state do in a situation like that?
Well, so far, he's not registered anymore, which is great.
Well, yeah, that's.
But they haven't done anything for compensation.
Wow.
What's going?
It's been a long time now. I don't remember the exact years, but
do you guys is there attorneys that are working on it?
They're working on it, but the state, they'll do anything they can to push that stuff back.
Of course they will.
To just push it off as long as possible.
Right. Of course. That's fucking insane, though, dude. I'm baffled.
Hey, my homie Justin Standiford, he said, "Let it out. People love a real true story."
Right on, man.
True
Appreciate you.
For sure.
Hell yeah. So, back to what was going on during that time. So, through all of this, there's obviously some family turmoil. All right?
Tragedy.
Yeah, the full tragedy. And then you go through a traumatic fucking, physically and mentally traumatic events that lead you to picking up a fucking guitar. And what were the bands and shit that you were getting into at that time that really helped you get through all that?
Even long before I picked up a guitar, music was something that I knew I wanted to do. I remember seeing just people playing guitar on MTV when I was young, 6, 7, and being like, that looks awesome, I want to do that.
Right.
Seeing the Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit video, things like that. The first Tupac song that I ever heard was the music video for Until the End of Time. And that video,
my god, this is such a great song.
It's the best, dude. And
it's empowering.
It still makes me feel like I did when I first saw it. And the coolest thing about it is that at that time my mom, obviously I didn't have much choice over what music I was listening to, and she just listened to country, Disney, and Elvis. And so living in Ely Village.
Nothing wrong with any of those?
Living in Ely Villages, y'all, no. None of those kinds of music represent real life around, that place.
No.
So
a lot of people listen to country, but they aren't from the country in Elyria.
Yeah,
so
the hood necks. But
there you go, buddy.
So that's what I call it.
Plenty of I like that.
But
that's my family.
Yeah, mine too, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers. But anyway, when I saw that video with Tupac, that was the first music that I ever heard that reflected real life at that point, for me.
Hell yeah.
And so that really turned me on to that, and I started getting into, my cousin would play me Naughty by Nature on tape and stuff like that, and, so I was getting down with a little bit of everything on my own, and around the time when I first started playing, I was really into, just I don't know, punk and grunge and stuff like that. I was playing power chords and stuff.
Right on.
I think the first song I ever learned was Glycerine by Bush.
I love fucking Bush, dude. I made one of our friends cry one time because I played Machine Head on drums for him.
Oh.
And he had never seen a blind guy drum before.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was cool.
The punk I was into is the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack.
Yeah! Hell yeah, boy!
And then, when I really started getting into guitar, I was 12, 13, is when I found Pink Floyd. And,
shouts out to Floyd in your raps, right?
Yeah, I did, yeah, and that song, Who Was Joe Wallace?
Hell yeah.
Floyd Henderson Clapton.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. And so I got into Floyd. I learned everything I could about them. I learned as much of the music as I wanted to. Yeah. Same with Jimi Hendrix. Obsessed with him.
Oh, Jimmy.
That's when I start
he's
thinking
a
about it.
guy, man. Hell yeah. You're getting flashbacks yet?
Yeah, every moment of every day, they're always
right, dude? Always.
Flashing front, forward, back, up, and down.
I always try to explain that to people. I'm like, it's like there's constant strobes of iridescent color all the time.
All the time. In everything. Like when I try to explain it to people, I'm like, it's in your face right now.
Yep. Oh shit, I don't even got face.
Yeah,
so
you don't got face, but I still got a little face.
Man.
I can see, like if I'm standing face to face with somebody and looking at them in their eyes, I'm looking at one eye, and I can't see their nose, and I can't see the other eye, I can't see their hair, none of that. So it's real pinpoint.
Dude, I tried on these fucking glasses when I first got my retina reattached, right? Because I only have light perception out of the left peripheral. Yeah. But these glasses that they had, right? Carol Shelby had a pair, right? Because he was going blind. The dude who made like the Shelby 500s and shit. So he was going blind with the same thing I had, retinal detachment, and his macula was already pulled. Yeah. So what they do is, because the macula is like a big, giant, like it's like the Hawaii, like the big island of Hawaii in the middle of your vision, right? And that's what y'all still have, right? Yeah. You still have macula?
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, the retinas are like a bunch of little tiny islands, right, around it, right? And mine have been pulled away, except for like a couple where they've been reattached. So what these glasses do is they pinpoint one of your retinal islands, right? And it allows your eye or your brain to refocus instead of trying to use the macula into that one space of the retina. So when I first got it, before everything had gone flush, like gray, I was able to see like a little tiny bit when I put those glasses on, to the point like I could like read one letter at a time, like on my text. I was able to look at my fiance and see like her eye and her other eye, and look down and see her nose. Yeah. Stuff like that. That was a trip.
I bet, man.
That was nuts. So what exactly is going on with your shit? It's like when did it start? How did it...
They told me when I was 10 years old that I was going to go blind and that there's no cure, no treatment or nothing like that. Pretty much the only thing they said that gives you any hope is take vitamin A, it'll slow it down. And I'm terrible at doing that anyway. But so I started noticing it in my teens. I started realizing, I was like, oh my God, I can't see what everybody else can see. I have less. And then
man, people are like, man, you don't see that, and you're like, nah.
In my earlier 20s, it really wasn't that big of a deal. It didn't really hinder me too much. And then
how long were you able to drive?
Never.
I
made the decision myself after what happened with my cousin and what happened with me.
Yeah, and why risk that when you know that at any moment, something fucking detrimental can happen.
Yeah, I didn't want to be the cause of anything.
Yeah.
Whether it's to myself or to anybody else.
That's being smart, though.
Hell yeah.
Like, I probably could have drove for at least a year or two,
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but why the fuck risk that?
It says bad things about you, though. Like, one, you're not trying to put anyone else in harm's way, potentially, or yourselves. Like, at least you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking forward with that type of...
Yeah, and I'm kind of stubborn, so I probably would have kept doing it.
Hi guys,
Hey,
that was me. I was that stubborn asshole until I was like, all right, dude, I officially can't see that sign right there. I was like, I can't do this, Joe. You gotta take the wheel, bro.
It was messed up. How you gonna throw it like that? It was messed up. It's messed up when I get in the car with other people and they can't read signs, and I'm like, what? Why am I in the car with you? You're cheating.
Oh, I love the other thing when people they'll let me, we're going somewhere, we don't know where we're going, they let me direct.
Yeah.
And then we don't get exactly where I thought something was, and I'm like, well, you shouldn't let the blind guy direct.
Right.
Sometimes
whose fault was this?
But most of the time, just GPS. If you know where you go.
Hit that GPS, dog, because I'll get you about where you need to go.
I'm not surprised. My friend Lucas is a ninja, and he can direct people with no GPS. He knows. It's crazy.
I'm pretty decent.
You know that I-90 literally goes all the way across the fucking country?
Yeah, from Boston to Portland, right? Yeah. Or Seattle, one of the two.
Yes, I think it's Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
It is fucking nuts, dude.
Give me the other drink.
That would be one hell of a ride.
Yeah, so then a couple of your other tunes, man, I wanted to get into was Rollin'.
Yes.
Bro.
I love that song.
That's me too. Let's talk about it, man.
Another one? Like, you gonna play some other jams for us? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play some jams.
Word.
Hell yeah.
But Rollin', I first got that beat from Derek Willis, Savage Royale, and I immediately in love with it. And there's a sample in it, and all you can hear, rolling, and I'm like, dude, that sample's dope. What is it saying? He's like, I don't know. And then he said it's from a spiritual. So I'm like, all right. So I looked up some old spirituals, and I found one that said, the gist of like the hook of it was just like, just keep rolling and rolling through an unfriendly world.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So I took that and I started writing, and I was really trying to do something intricate with the flow, and so I managed to keep it going for a long time. With the first one, I was talking a little bit about just how messed up the world is right now, and then how you just got to keep rolling through it. And then the last verse, I was able to keep the same 3-syllable rhyme scheme for I don't know how many bars, like 30 or whatever.
Yo, all I know is the first time I heard it, I texted Cooch over there. I said, bro, you gotta stop what you're doing right now and peep this fucking jam.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I put some guitar over it, and I had Brian Raglow, who's another really good guitar player, and he played bass in Drunken Sunday. I had him come and help throw a little lead licks on there and some jazzy stuff.
Hell yeah.
But I'm gonna go through that second verse in that song because I love that one.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh. My mind and this country's throwing me off, no?
I don't know what that is. I think that's hipster rock, brother.
Right,
Yeah, it
hipster
might
rock
be.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely hipster rock.
My mind races all day, analytical, individual, original, my principle, loving is unconditional, confident and critical, perfection's unthinkable, but once results are visible, see every game is winnable, no deed is unforgivable, it's difficult, but typical, everybody's different, but somehow they're still predictable, it's critical to stay on top out of the miserable, but hospitable to those in need and hope that it's reciprocal, it's pivotal, you can take what I'm about to say is literal, the power of the future is the power that is within you, we can rise together in a place that's livable, not political, conservative, or liberal. These distractions are divisional, transitional, traditional. I'm talking love and courtesy that's unconditional for every individual, under God and indivisible, so we can all survive and thrive in what our God has given to us.
Hey, Waldo.
Bars.
There's a fire extinguisher right outside the door there, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, grab that bitch because this mic's toasted. God damn, man.
My mic's on fire over there.
Man, I smell that bitch smoking, dog. And that ain't weed, dude. But dude, yo, so how did so you came across Rollin'? What was your principle on that song?
Really with that one, I didn't go into it with too much of like this is what I'm gonna do with this one. It was just,
So you didn't have that idea of going, all right, I'm gonna have this fucking 3-syllable rhyme scheme.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I did. It's like I wanted that, but I wanted it to still be an intelligent discussion from A to B while still making that scheme so technical.
All right,
so I wanted to express a little technicality at somewhere in the album, and that's where I did it, and was really proud of it because I was still able to have like coherent thoughts, that were relative to each other from A to B,
right,
and not like just go into some wacky stuff because it rhymed.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was asking, if that was like your main thing. Was you came in, you went, all right, man, I'm gonna do this 3-syllable rhyme scheme for this, but I'm not just gonna have some bullshit. This is gonna make something that's gonna have a real fucking message behind it.
Right, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then would you came up on the hook with that one?
Just keep rolling.
Yeah.
That's from the spiritual. It's because
you just wanted to match that.
Yeah, originally I was just gonna keep the sample, and I decided just to throw some heavy vocals on over top of it.
Yeah, because I dig it.
Rolling on and rolling, keep rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling on and rolling.
Yeah, it's dope shit, man. It's a head nodder too, brother, because you be getting into it, it's like, boom.
Yeah, it's got some nice change ups in the beat.
Hell
Savage
yeah.
Royale kills it.
Hell yeah, how long you been working with him?
I mean, he played drums with Trop for 4 years, so I've known him that whole time.
Okay.
And doing shows with him with Drunken Sunday. And then as soon as I met, I think he had a few shows left with Trop, and Drunken Sunday was over. I told him I was going to do a rap project. He was like, yo, hit me up. I got beats for you.
Bad.
And I got like one YouTube beat I got another one that I ended up getting sent the wrong stuff, so I never used the song. And then the rest of them, I either made myself or I had from Derek.
Hell yeah.
And after that, I was like, bro, I should have just got all the beats from Derek. And so that's what I'm going to do for my next project. I've got maybe 5 songs that I'm going to do with just rapping on his beats, no guitar, nothing like that, just straight hip-hop. And
hell yeah.
really looking forward to getting that out. I got one single done.
So you could really just sit and focus on nothing but your lyrics on this next one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
And a little bit of flexing, too, because, like, I felt like there was, like, I've never really done that. It's never really been my style, but I mean, it's hip hop, it's rap. I wanted to get into a little bit of that and just kind of show people, like, look,
I could throw it down like a motherfucker.
This.
Yeah. Like, don't be sleeping on Blind Joel, motherfucker. Dog. Yeah, I'm not. I might fucking inspire some people and tell you, like, man, about the world. But here, you want to hear? I could just throw flames if you want me to just throw flames.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that throwing flames, man, brings me to my next fucking jam of yours. Cooch knows right off rip which one I'm talking about, boy. That Blazing, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shouts out, man.
An anthem right there, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You know what's funny?
That's that Wook hitter, bro.
I wrote that song when I was 16.
Really?
16 years old. I just had it in my back pocket. Thought about using it for Drunken Sunday a couple times and didn't really want to because nothing else really matched that vibe. Like, everything else was kind of serious. And, maybe we could have thrown it in there. We were doing it like a reggae song.
Okay.
Yeah, and then...
that would be cool.
Because I could hear that vibe in that.
Yeah, you could...
Yeah.
And so, my homie Ashley Roberts, that dude, that park horse rider, I've been friends with him for a little while, and he's always been telling me, he's like, you gotta do a rap project, gotta hear you spitting these bars, gotta hear you do blazing on a record. And, he helped me make that Blind Joel Wallace album possible. So it was like a necessity to put Blazing on it because that's his jam.
That was his requirement.
I mean, he would be yelling it at Drunken Sunday shows, Blazing. I'd be like, no. I refused to play it for a long time. I even used the same music and wrote a different song with it that had nothing to do with smoking. And he, wasn't satisfied with that. But,
isn't it funny? I feel like with most artists that we have in, we'll be like, yo, what about this song? And they're like, man, that's like, all right.
Another funny thing.
I wrote that when I was 16, and we were like, yo, release that as your single, bro.
When I was in the deposition, like the lawyer thing for getting hit by the truck, trying to get my settlement, the other dude's lawyer in the middle of it, he's like, so you're a musician, right? I was like, yeah, I play music. And this is before the band or anything. I was just like a kid, and I had one YouTube video. It was Blazing. He's like, you a musician, right? I was like, yeah. And he's like, what's your song Blazing about? I was like, partying, like, just partying.
Yeah.
Move past it. Like he was trying to insinuate that I'm getting hit by a truck because I was high.
Yep.
You got hit by a truck because you were high. I was like, no, I was on the way to get high. The fucking truck hit me.
It was
I didn't even get there yet.
Right. Why the money's still in my pocket, bitch?
Yeah, so that's a new detail for my family. If they see this, I'm sure they will.
Welcome to the Wake and Bake, man.
On the way to buddy's house.
When did you start burning, dude? How old were you?
Oh, well, now we're getting into this, huh?
Yeah, what was your first smoking experience, dog?
Oh, man. God damn you.
You want me to tell you mine first?
Yeah, sure. Let's get into yours, man.
All right, man. So I'm 13 years old, and I'm going to drop names here with my buddies Damian Stasic, Nick Ketchikarni, and Alan something or other. I don't remember his last name, man. But he was cool fucking dudes, and they had to pull out this little Altoids tin, because normally I was just smoking cigarettes, being a badass, 13, 12, however we were. And they had busted out this fucking little Altoids tin. He opened it up. He had like 3 joints in there, right? And he busted it out, and these were the experienced stoners in the school, right? So they brought it out, and they're like, this one's White Widow. This is like strong fucking weed. Like, I paid like top dollar for this joint. And I'm like, all right, cool. And they're like, you smoke, right? And I'm like, of course, dude. Yeah, like I smoke all the time, dude. I just smoked before I met up with you guys. And they're like, all right, cool, man. We're gonna go burn this. Like, so we're going, and we dip back into the woods behind this smoking hot chick, Lindsay Rohal. We dip back behind her house into the woods, and we're burning down with these 2 other hoes. I don't remember who they were. And I got fucking blazed, and everything's like, the first time I got stoned, I'm like walking out of the woods and everything's like flashing like I'm in a movie, and it's like cutting scenes and shit. And I'm like looking around and everything's kind of cartoonish, and I'm like, what? Trying to walk on the ground and it's all like kind of wobbly. I'm like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. I want to smoke weed all the time, and that was my first experience with marijuana.
All right, so I'll just do them all. My first time I smoked a cigarette, I was 7, and it was in Ely Village. And
I'm right around there with you, buddy, dude. I used to chief them in my grandma's shed. I'd steal them from my aunt.
And so, like, we had one friend down the street, Ty, and we would go over there, and like we'd be upstairs playing Sega, and my mom would be downstairs with his mom drinking SoCo and singing karaoke to a karaoke machine.
Hell yeah, that's my kind of woman.
he would take a Newport from her purse, and we would be out the window.
I love stealing Newports from my friend Kyle Cassidy's mom when I was fucking 8. I was like, oh, these are minty.
We'd be hanging out the window, and he'd be like, you gotta blow it out far, 'cause she got a nose like a dog. And he would compare our senses to animals.
Yeah. She got ears like a camel. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about, dog?
And,
got a fucking butthole like a snake, dog.
So the first time chiefing, I was I was 11, and my brother and his friend, or my brother's friend, got this stuff called Wizard Smoke. You get off the internet. You got like a pound of it for like $10. This is not weed; it's something else. And
was it like fucking?
It's like some herbal stuff or something. No, it did nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know, so
legal smoking herbs.
Oh,
legal smoking
fucking shit that they'd send you out of like the back of a high time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, legal buds and shit. Yeah, I got you.
So he had a bunch of this stuff, and I would always refuse. You know, I was a pretty good kid, besides all the pyromania and stuff when I was a kid and all that.
Who didn't do that?
You're right.
I think you're a fucking suicide or a homicidal freak if you didn't burn shit when you were a child.
That's funny because my brother's dad always thought that that's what I was going to be, because he would go back to his dad's house and be like, yeah, Joel did some shit, when really it's both of us. That kid's going to be a psycho.
Right, but just because I had the lighter, your kid brought the fucking cologne or whatever else we were fucking using to set shit on fire.
Yeah. So, anyway, so we used to, man, I feel like there's so many details, but, so we used to go to, like, we lived in Orange at the time, which is pretty close to here, around here.
It's Orange. That's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, it was.
That's where the Jewish.
We were the poor kids.
That was
the poor people.
That's the Juberhood over there, dog.
Yeah. So we were right on Miles, and we would go, like, there was this abandoned gas station with an apartment above it, and so we would go hang out up in there. Like, we had the electricity on the fridge. We had pop, like, we would still pop from the gas station and put up in the fridge in there.
Dope.
And so we had our little spot, and I finally agreed to smoke some of it. And wasn't really feeling anything, so we just smoked a bunch of it. And I went home, and I kind of like was nervous, so like maybe I felt a little bit because of that.
Yeah, you were more nerves than you were fucking high.
But then I was like, you know what? I kind of do want to feel something. So my brother got some really good bud. And
some of that kind bud from back in the day.
So we smoked all day in different periods of the day, and every single time I was like, yeah, I don't feel nothing. And after a while, he's just like, dude, you're a waste of weed. I'm never smoking weed with you again. And then later in the night, we had a Gatorade bong that we made, and I hit it, and I was talking German in my lighter. I don't know German. Bergenschlagen.
The flame.
And that was it, you know. And then it was that same year I drank beer for the first time. And then after that, I was just like, I was all about it, you know. Sorry to my family that you're hearing it like this.
Hey, this is the way to make, buddy. Come on now, we're letting the fans get to know you. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, the fans get all those bullshit interviews from everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Growing up, I always had to really hide who I was, or at least I felt that way. You know, so.
Oh, I did too, brother. I did too, man. I got sent off
really strict parents. Come on now, I know exactly what you.
Oh yeah, I was raised Jehovah's Witness, man.
Oh shit, yeah. My grandma Marta was Jehovah's Witness, man.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
We did Christmas and shit.
They're good, you know.
What's that like?
Good people. Being Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things that I really appreciated about it. Like, after I got older. Like, when I was a kid, I was in first grade. Everybody believed in Santa Claus but me. I was like, y'all are stupid.
Yo, I'm woke as fuck.
I felt like the smart one all the time, you know?
Yeah.
And,
I feel that.
And they don't bullshit you, about stuff. I mean, this, obviously the religious stuff.
Did you not celebrate your birthday and shit? Was it that?
No,
kind of?
I got to pick what was for dinner.
Oh, okay.
But, being a kid, you're like, yeah, Taco Bell. And my mom's like, cha-ching.
Right,
So
right.
You said it. No takesies back.
Yeah. No steakhouse, then? Awesome.
We're going to Casa Bonita.
Good friend stock right there.
Good friend stock coming in from the Wake and Bake, bro. Yeah, man. So you're keep going. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. No, I'll try to think of stuff.
Man, I talk too much anyway.
Okay, there's a funny story. On Ely Village, there was a church bus that would drive around. And I don't know what church it was, but they would drive around and pick people up and preach to them and give them peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
They still do that.
Word?
Yeah,
awesome.
I just do. Before I moved out to Cleveland again, I was living in Elyria off of West Ridge.
Mm.
And yeah, there's like a string of apartments I lived in, and they would go every Sunday and be like, "You want to come to church? We got snacks and this and that." And I'd be like, "Yeah, dude, give me a minute."
So I'll be out with my brothers walking around and little kids, and they would try to pick us up, and he would get on. He's like, "Hell yeah, I'm getting a peanut butter jelly sandwich," and I was like, "I can't get on. I can't get on that bus."
Right, dude.
And so I would just have to wait until they dropped him back off. He'd be like, "I got peanut butter and jelly." And I'm
like, all that, man. We could have went home and got one, brother.
And then this one time, I got on, and I was like, I'm just going to go on. I'm going to get that sandwich. I'm not going to listen to nothing that they say. I'm not going to listen to nothing. And so I was just like, into my sandwich, not listening to anything. And I got off, and I felt like, I just got one over on the devil.
Hell.
Got your sandwich too.
Right.
Man.
I took your sandwich. I didn't listen to shit.
Right, man. I got that sandwich. I got a free ride, brother. There was air conditioning in there. Man, ain't no air conditioning in Ely Village, brother. That fucking bus was nice, dog. And you'll break the hoses broke today. Mom ain't pay the water, dog. I know that life. Hell yeah, dog. But so that's cool that you had some really fucking humble upbringing, man, and then you stayed humble, and then when did your fucking sight really fucking start to go on you to the point that you had to get the stick and really like Social Security and getting all that?
I got Social Security when I was 16. But,
oh, you were already that far in, damn.
But I mean, I wasn't really affected too much by it, but I was getting the check, and my mother was taking it.
Well, yeah, she
and
got paid bills.
Right, absolutely. And I was working and stuff like that, and then Drunken Sunday started. I was like 20, right? And
yeah, something like that.
It really didn't affect it for like another 3-4 years. Like, it started to become to the point where, like, if we were in a dark place or a crowded place, I needed help. I needed somebody's shoulder, so I can get through. And I kind of seen how it worked because my grandfather was blind. That's how it how I got it. It's genetic. And it's like, he would grab the elbow, and I would always remember that he would grab your elbow so hard. And I was like, I'm never gonna grab anybody's elbow. I'm doing shoulders.
Yeah, I go shoulders. But I'm also small, so it's easier for people to hold on to me.
Yeah,
I'm
just steer you around.
You got about a foot and a half on me.
People move though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fucking use him to go, man. That's good. People move.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I put my stick out there. I start whipping around. Man, we going to concerts and shit, bro. As long as I got that stick out in front of me, dude, they be getting pissed and they turn around and they're like, "Oh, my bad.
Right.
I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's party."
Parting the
like
seas.
when we were in Detroit at the Sheraton, and we were on the wedding floor of this hotel. The whole floor is rented out to this wedding party. And we're walking around bumping into people and stuff, and they're all apologizing to us like we're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing before I got the cane, was that, I didn't have time to explain it to everybody. It's too much to explain in those instant moments. And, you bump into people, you knock drinks out of their hand, all that kind of stuff. And it was really kind of mentally taxing, just having to deal with that anytime I went out, like, having somebody, please help me, make sure I don't bump into anybody.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And, sometimes people will be assholes, and you got to try to explain to them real quick, like, hey, I can't see.
Right.
What? And having the cane.
That's also your fucking confirmation, too. You're like, hey. And they're like, oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having the cane has helped tremendously. just because it's an instant, representation of like what's going on. People see the cane and they're like,
they know what the fucking.
This person can't see well.
Yep, exactly. It's crucial.
Yeah, I've been using it for about 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that now.
Nice, dude. When I first went blind, I didn't have a cane, so I felt my way around Miami Beach, using sounds and feeling my way along cars and shit.
Yeah.
And then I would get into I'd walk to Walgreens or something, and I'd feel my way through and get up to the drink thing, and I'd memorize where my favorite ones were.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I'd grab one, I'd get up there, and at first the ladies didn't know that I was actually blind because I didn't have the stick. I would just feel my way around and touch shit.
Right.
And I didn't know what they thought too because they didn't fucking speak English.
Yeah. Before I started using my cane, I just pretty much assumed everybody thought I was drunk 100% of the time.
That's exactly what I thought too, man. I have jokes about that I used to write.
Same. I got jokes I've written recently.
Dude, man, my stick, man. People just thought they have to look at me and think this guy is either fucking retarded or he is fucking wasted. Because I'd go up and I'd be trying to slide my card into the little hole, and I'm getting the chip in there, and they're like, "No, here, honey," and I'm like, "Ah, thanks." I struggle to get it in, and then putting the fucking pin in and shit. And they're like, "You want cash back?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "How much you want?" I'm like, $20. They're like, "Right here, press that button." I'm like, which button?" They're like, "Oh, sorry, here, third button." So I had to get that memorized and shit. But even when I got a cane, bro, the first cane I had wasn't even a legitimate blind, a probing cane.
Yeah.
It was a fucking just a graphite stick that my dad bought off the internet.
Yeah.
And I had used red tape and taped off the end.
To make it look
kind of look like I had a legit blind stick until I got this one.
Yeah, because otherwise it's not that same symbol,
It's not. The same effect. You're just a dickhead with a white stick.
And now the struggle, using the canes because I can see a little bit, is getting people to understand that I can see a little bit.
Yeah,
which is
that's what people do. Dude, people were asking me about you. I went on to Matt Campy's podcast, Dude Nobody Cares, and I was promoing, talking about you coming in, and he asked, he was like, "Well, how much sight does he have?" I was like, "He's got central vision, like just the middle dot." I'm like, "There's everything else is like a flashy fucking blur." I'm assuming the same thing I see.
Yeah, same.
Right. So it's crazy, man, and. I'm happy we fucking got to link up and actually bullshit about some cool shit.
Absolutely, man.
You know what I'm saying? That was fucking dope. But what are you looking at in the future, dude? Did you hear about those smart sticks?
You told me about them, yeah.
Dude.
I'm really interested in getting I thought the telescopic thing was cool.
Fuck yeah, I want one of those, dog.
I want a telescopic smart stick.
Yeah, I want the one that
Bluetooth.
Fucking launches out with Bluetooth, right, man? I'm trying to talk to it and it would be like, "Yo, play my music, stick."
Yeah.
Make a Google, hey Google stick.
Yeah.
Boom.
Hey Google, what the hell is that?
Holy shit, dude! Somebody, Waldo, email Google.
I'm writing it.
Thanks, dude. I'm gonna be a bajillionaire in a week.
Right. They're just gonna take your idea.
Hey, I'm documented, bitch.
Yeah, we published.
What's up, dog? We on this. Look, wait, make sure the date's marked, assholes. No. But so the smart sticks, man, they got a rolling tip and it's got sensors on it, and so it knows that there's a door or a wall or a step coming up. It'll vibrate in your hand to let you know. I'm like, yo, I need some of that.
I can't even tell you how many windows I try to walk into at stores and stuff, because it's just a window the whole way, and you got to find the one that's the door.
I know. Then, man, you got to listen for the thing go.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, god damn. It's over there somewhere, motherfuckers. I do,
At the time, I think I'm messing up, and I'll just be fiddling with the door, and then Kuz will come up behind me. He's like, "You just gotta push it, dude. Push hard." I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't sure if it was a window."
Oh, the fucking.
That's just an excuse for me not pushing hard.
Yo, tell me how. I don't know if you could see my fiance at all, man. But I always people are always like, "How's that blind guy? Why is she with a blind dude? You even know how hot she is?" I'm like, dude, so what do you do as far as fucking getting poon, bro?
Well, first, I don't really look at it like getting poon. I'm a romantic kind of fella.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Ladies.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm single.
You're a lay out the rose petals kind of fella, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Or tulips. I mean, you don't know, whatever flower.
I like to know somebody first. I'm not like somebody who likes to date people that I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
do you feel that you would need to connect with somebody first because of,
I think it's just
like that?
Not really because of that. It's just, that's really what makes me want to be with somebody is once I know them. If I don't know somebody, like, they could be as hot as whatever, but if I don't really know who they are, then I'm not going to have that same kind of feeling, that same depth of attraction.
You been in a relationship being blind?
Yeah. I'm not totally, but yeah. And for the most part, it's not been an issue, If somebody loves you, they're going to be helping you.
Well, yeah, that's for sure, man. I'm just wondering if you had, since not, being able to, I guess, see, full faces, or if it changed your perception.
It makes dating hard. You can't really notice if somebody's looking at you a certain way.
That's what I noticed, man. Because I feel almost disconnected sometimes because
definitely. It's,
you never know if you're looking at the person right or
Ladies, if you want to get with a blind guy, make the first move because they can't tell. They can't tell it's the good time to do it.
Right. We ain't catching those signals. We ain't seeing you twirl your hair.
Right, yeah.
Ain't none of that, dude. You got to give us a little leg touch.
We need verbal cues.
Right. If you're going to, or just grab my wiener.
A little touch. Or just, have us grab you. Just like, touch you. Hey.
Right, yeah. You want me to dance up on you, pull me into that booty. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll start working the magic and I'll show you how these hips don't lie, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah, I like being with a girl and writing songs about her and stuff like that, Yeah. That's usually pretty much every song I've written, minus a few like Blazing and all that, are about love, The joy, the pain, or the pursuit of love. And that's pretty much what inspires me to write. If none of that's going on in my life, I'm really not writing.
Hell yeah. I mean, everybody's got their muse, man. That's just crazy to me that's yours. You figure people like me and you and Jimmy, man, we'd write about some dark, depressing, literally dark shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have one song that I wrote also when I was 16 about going blind, but it's funny because it was before I was really dealing with it, but I was dealing with the inevitability of it.
Right, it's in your head, man. That's like knowing you got a sentence, you know what I mean?
And so that song's named after the disease retinitis pigmentosa by Drunken Sunday, which is on Spotify and all of that for anybody who wants to check it out. It's probably the heaviest sounding song that I've ever put out when it comes to like, I don't know, like not metal, but it's heavy.
Oh, I love some metal. What are your fucking favorite types of genres to get into, man?
I like everything.
Cut your leg, bro.
Honestly, it's situational, depending on how I want to feel. I love putting on some Anderson .Paak or some Mac Miller or something like that. But also, like anytime I cook, I'll put on Dean Martin. Like sometimes all day I'll just listen to Alice in Chains or Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots, old grunge stuff, or I'll just get feeling like I'm gonna listen to the greatest hits of Jimi Hendrix. It's like. Or I'm going to listen to Tupac for a whole week, and that's all I'm going to listen to. Like, sometimes I'll get stuck to where my friends will get sick of it because anytime I'm hanging out and I control the music, they already know, like, oh, he's in this phase. This is all we're going to listen to. I've also been getting into some Southern rock, Bishop Gunn.
I love Bishop Gunn, dude.
Word?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Shine light on me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's get it, boy. I sit and tell you my stories.
That might not have been a good idea with
Shine on me. Oh,
and I will find a song and sing it just for you.
Oh, my dude. Slap me some skin on that bad boy, dog. Hell yeah.
I love Bishop Gunn.
Man, my other favorite tune by him is whatchamacallit, the one with yeah, guys, sorry I touched that, dude. I didn't know what was going on there. I fucked up.
No.
Dude, I
love that. That whole album, Natchez, is awesome. The devil is a woman. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That one's dope. My other favorite one is that Celebrate Living.
Oh, you talking on Theo Von's podcast?
Oh yeah, the one that they wrote for him. Yeah, they got that on their Spotify, dog.
That's not Bishop Gunn though.
Then who is that one?
I don't remember who that one is.
Oh, dude.
But he does like 3 songs. He does that one. He does some Bishop Gunn, and then he does "The Devil Gotten Me" by Evan Bartels.
I've never heard that one. Which one is that one?
That's a good one. It's a slower one.
Oh, okay.
But good tune.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'll be throwing all those songs that I hear onto my fucking playlist. That's like Shine's my wake up song, man.
Hell yeah.
You know, I get up and I play that.
You ever listen to This Past Weekend?
Oh, every fucking Monday, Thursday, brother.
Hell yeah, I love that. Shit.
All the fucking time, man. Gang, brother.
Gang.
You listen to King of the Sting?
Oh yeah, gang, buzz.
Cooch, I got this for you, brother. I got that back. See that?
What?
Shout out to famous people.
This.
Yeah.
You retrieved that. You just wipe it on your pants, brother.
Oh, I thought it was gonna go. I was gonna put it on the bowl.
Can I see that?
Yeah. We'll get a new one in there.
All right, good. My bad, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me know next time. You know what I'm saying? Please.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll interrupt.
Okay.
I'll make you pause for the
Yeah, because I feel. Yeah, no, you can. Just do that. But hell yeah, man.
Since we were just talking about that song Retinitis Pigmentosa, I wasn't planning on playing it, but I think I should play that.
Hell yeah, boy, let's get it. Oh, we calling time.
Oh yeah, to
I
get
need
the
a light.
recorder out.
Yes, sir.
So what's interesting about this, like I was saying, I wrote it when I was dealing with the inevitability of going blind, but not actually dealing with the disease yet fully. Was I really put an emphasis on darkness? Because I didn't understand it yet. I thought it would be dark. But if I were to write it now today, really dealing with it, it'd be more about flash and light. You know?
You guys got to look.
Coming at me from all sides, trying to find a way to save the light. They say I'll wake one day without the sun, and I'll never see another one. In my tunnel I watch shadows come, looking for an answer I won't find. Eat away at me night and day, till the moment when I slip away. From a fate I can't escape, this tunnel's closing, I can't get away. The last thing I see is a beam of light, and my life is always night. Darkness surrounding me, my eyes no longer see, and now I wake each day without the sun, and I never see another one.
Woo!
He's just like, pass that guitar. It's on
God damn, son.
fire. It's burning me a little bit. It's on fire.
Ow!
You can stick that in the ice bath now.
Yes, sir. Holy shit, bruh. Goddamn, man. Well, Cooch, what time we looking at, bro?
What we on there?
So we are at an hour 13
All right, man. We got any questions came in or anything?
from the live now.
All right. Well,
We
shit.
had what's up, Jugga fam. I don't think that is worthy of a quick response.
Nope. Don't think so, man.
What's up, Jugga fam?
Well, shit, dog. You got another one you want to play for us?
Yeah, I think I got 2 more.
2 more? Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Get
Let's get that shit, dog. Blind Joe Wallace in studio on the Wake and Bake.
Do some stuff that I wrote when I was down in Texas.
Hey, since we're not burning or not doing the interview anymore now with Jim. Do you want to hit?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Definitely.
I'll do a little romantic song.
Uh-oh. Get ready, ladies. Get ready.
Here.
This is a song about just dreaming of that perfect one, you know. And then you wake up and you're like, damn, that was just a dream. Woke from a dream. Another time I saw the scene of finding my queen. Another rhyme I'm calling with desire from my being. Another day without her. I wonder if she's still out there. She was built with the body of an angel. Soul is the same, she my love and my savior. Did good with the hand God gave you. Smart and took advantage of the plays on the table. Everybody want a piece, but the light don't fizz. You ready for whatever, no sweat and temptation. Baby, I can see you good in every situation. Waited for forever, but I'm glad I had the patience. Baby, if I was sitting on a gold mine, couldn't compare to the worth of having your time. I can show you what I'm meaning if you don't mind. Once we finish smoking on this green and drinking good wine, and somewhere alone so we can have ourselves a good time. Shutting out the phone and locking doors until the sun shine. Everything outside the room will be just fine. Everything outside the room will be just fine. Then I woke from a dream. Another time I saw the scene of finding my queen. Another rhyme I'm calling with desire from my being. Another day without her. I wonder if she's still out there. I finally got away with the lady that's my way. Loving everything she said, got me in some kind of way. Got me thinking about the date that I wondered if she stayed. Then she melted me away like I was back in Pompeii. Stoned and frozen in my place, smile on my face, cause I finally got a taste of a love I can embrace. All the beauty and the grace got me floating on this space. This love is not a race, but there ain't no time to waste. Woke from a dream. Another time I saw the scene of finding my queen. Another rhyme I'm calling with desire from my being. Another day without her. I wonder if she's still out there. She got my heart with both hands. Picked it up when I fell. She's the one I can tell. She's the one I can tell. She got my heart with both hands. Picked it up when I fell. She's the one I can tell. She's the one I can tell. And then I woke from a dream. Another time I saw the scene of finding my queen. Another rhyme I'm calling with desire from my being. Another day without her. I wonder if she's still out there.
Ooh. Ow! Damn! Blind Joe Wallace shutting it down here in the studio, bro. Jimmy over there. Jamming Jimmy. Damn, man, they called me Jimmy Jam growing up, but I gotta hand that back over to you, brother. Let me tell you, you jam much more than I jam. And you Jimmy more too, so. You know, I BJ a lot, blind jams, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do one called Wait No More that I put up on YouTube, and I'm just waiting to get full band together to get in the studio and get this thing out properly.
Hell yeah.
So everybody also check out my YouTube channel, Blind Joe Wallace. It's just under Joe Wallace, but to find it you gotta type in blind. And there's a Justin Roberts painting of a guy in a suit. That's me.
Oh shit. Nice.
Walk around blind at night. All I see are blurred headlights. Thinking about the good old times. Didn't know what I had in life. In my head I see your face. and what has turned to a darkened place. And though the memory has the sweetest taste, some of it I would forget but can't erase. But now that all this time has gone, are we still the same loved ones? Are we happy with the shade we're under? Every time we see the setting sun, and I can't wait much longer anymore. Will redemption become my fate? And can we settle the score, or am I too late? 'Cause I'm feeling stronger than before, and now ain't no more. Can't wait no more, can't wait no more. Can't wait no more, can't wait no more. I wonder how often I run into your mind. Does it bring up feelings that you have to keep inside? I wonder if I saw you lonely, would you say come over toward me? A second chance to be one and only, or at least to get back my homie. But now that all this time has gone, are we still the same loved ones? Are we happy with the shade we're under? Every time we see the setting sun, and I can't wait much longer anymore. Will redemption become my fate? And can we settle the score, or am I too late? 'Cause I'm feeling stronger than before, and now ain't no more. I can't wait much longer anymore. Will redemption become my fate? And can we settle the score, or am I too late? 'Cause I'm feeling stronger than before, and now ain't no more. Been dreaming for a long time now. I try to settle my mind down, but my thoughts are setting lock somehow. Just gotta stay away to keep the higher ground. It's easy not to feel the envy, with everything being so far from me. If I was closer, I'd be up to something, scheming with the devil 'cause you're so damn tempting. And now that all this time has gone, I guess it's possible to carry on. Though I never love another one the way I love the one that I did wrong. No matter what I've become, it'll never change what I've done. But I'm wiser with each setting sun, when the skies are getting overcome. I walk around blind at night, all I see are blurred headlights. Thinking about the good old times, didn't know what I had in life. I walk around blind at night, and now an empty street devoid of light. I'm searching, trying to find the moon. I pray I see it shining soon. Can't wait no more, can't wait no more. I pray I see it shining soon. Can't wait no more, can't wait no more. I pray I see it shining soon. Can't wait no more, can't wait no more. I pray I see it shining soon. Can't wait to tell you I want more. Can't wait to tell you I want more.
God damn!
Fire.
He's
He's like, yeah. There you go, Jimmy. Cool it down just a little bit.
Hey, Theo Vaughn, top that. Top that hitter, Theo Vaughn.
Top that hitter.
Top that hitter, boy. Get you some of that young blind Joel. You can get you 3 blind mice in this motherfucker. What's good, bitches? Oh man, blind Joel. thank you again, my friend, for
Thank
coming
you,
out on
James.
the Wake and Bake.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a great time, man.
Oh, I
It's been a lot of
appreciate
fun, man.
Man, you're going to have to come back in when we got our boys from Trop in here so we can all kick it together and burn down.
Yeah.
Have a good little fucking time.
I'll be the quiet dude in the back.
Oh, no,
I'm
man.
kidding, I'm kidding.
None of that. When we bring Trop in here, man, we all get rowdy, dog. That's how it goes. Hell yeah, man. You wait, man. And we're going to have that fucking... We didn't... when Audit came in, Bobby Chronic didn't get out of bed. So, when we get Bobby Chronic back in here, we're going round 2 of the blind blunt rolling competition.
Right on.
So, y'all want to get in on that
We
hitter.
need some real judges.
All right.
Also, that song that I played, Red Night is Pigmentosa, Bobby Chronic was on that. We did a guitar duel in that song.
Oh, goddamn.
So, you got to check that out. Drunken Sunday.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, just tell the people all the plugs so I can sign us out of here, man.
All right, well, I'm going to tell you about Friday at the Outpost with Tropodelic, Quasi Kings, Dynamo Love, and yours truly. But it's sold out, so if you don't got your ticket, I'm sorry for you. Everybody who's got
we don't
the
have
ticket.
tickets, man. Hey, Trop or Quasi, put us on the fucking list. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, if you got your ticket to that, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to sing for you and rap for you. It's going to be a hell of a
You hear this,
night.
blind motherfucker? Said he can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
That was good.
Irony is hilarious.
It is, dude. Stand-up comedy's too easy for us.
Speaking of stand-up comedy, it is September. September 24th, you can see me do stand-up comedy at Jilly's Music Room in Akron, 8 p.m. sharp. Myself will be on the stage telling jokes
Boom.
about
I
being
might
blind.
pop in for that, buddy.
You should, dude. It's
Hell
gonna be a good time.
yeah. Who's
It's
running
my
that?
first. It's my first 15-minute set.
Who's running that?
It's free, but it's Funny Noise Productions.
I might have to see if they give me a 5 on that, brother.
Yeah, dude. It's like an audition series, 15 minutes.
Okay.
So, dude,
Never
I'll
mind
give you
that. I ain't audition.
I'll give you the contact.
No.
and just put you on.
Wait till you're on another show. I want to come do 5 with you, though.
Oh, dude, yeah, I
Yeah.
do most of the time I do 1 or 2 a week. So,
yeah.
dude, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, definitely.
Do some of
dude.
these ones in Akron. Dude, the Akron crowds are fucking funny.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, what if me and you went up there and just riffed, bro?
Oh, I'm into that. I would be way more comfortable riffing with you on stage than riffing by myself.
Dude.
Because
We'd be
I
pushing
super.
each other, be like,
Yeah.
you just try to trip me off the fucking stage.
Oh, dude. This would be great. Yeah, we'll just do it totally improv. I've never done
push
that.
you off the stage. I don't even know where off the stage is.
Right. Where is off the stage so I can push you? Somebody tell me where off the stage is.
Right. Where's stage left, man?
They call the blind comedian to the stage and you both stand up and start
Right.
arguing about it.
Right, we
No,
go on
I'm
our
the blind
sticks.
comedian.
Have a cane fight.
Fuck, you got that heavy duty stick though, brother.
Yeah.
God
Like,
damn.
I'm so
Overmatched.
blind I gotta do this. I'm so blind I gotta do that.
I'm more blind than you.
How blind is he? Oh man, we're gonna have to get into that, brother.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then also, anything else you got going on, bro?
Nah, man, just telling jokes and doing some music. And
Hell
I'm gonna try
yeah.
to get in the studio with Savage Royale and record this next project. And
Let us know, man. When you got something, send it over to Cooch so I can get on something with you.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Good
That
shit.
blind duo.
Hell yeah, we get that hitter, bro. That
Get
blind
that hitter.
vision.
Yeah. Blind Vision.
Blind
coming
Vision
to
coming
a
strong.
stage near you soon.
That dirty tip, brother.
Dirty tip. Dirty cane
You
tappers.
get that. Oh, yeah, you get that cane tap. Yes, sir. And then Jimmy, man, thanks for coming out and jamming, being a part of the Wake and Bake.
I'm waving at you.
Oh.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate that, dog. Hell yeah. And please, man, one more time, tell the people where they can find your bands and where you'll be jamming.
Shoot, man, he caught me. What am I doing? I'm drawing a blank. I'm just here for Joel, to be honest, today, man.
Right on, dude.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, he
Shit.
backs me up.
Right on, man. I'll have to get you booked if one of your bands come in, man. Run a Wake and Bake, man.
Awesome, that'd be great.
Bring some of your strongest smokers from some of one of your other bands.
Okay.
You know, see if they
Yeah,
want.
he's in some funk band, so there's gotta be.
Good.
So I'm saying
There's
you
gotta
gotta
be a
have
couple
somebody.
tuckers up in there.
I tell you what, the next time you're at rehearsal, bro, you just be like, hey, who thinks they could roll a good blunt blindfolded? All right, whoever takes it, you bring them. All right, you bring that guy.
All right.
We'll see what's going on there. Kuzo, thanks for coming out, dude. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man, it's my pleasure.
Oh yeah, thanks for driving these guys. You know, we struggle
Yeah.
a little bit on the transportation end of life.
Right.
Yeah. We're transportation challenge. That's it.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing in our way.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
Just one thing.
Right, yeah. See, yeah, that's right, brother. And then, Waldo, my dude, thanks for coming out tonight, man. Please tell the people where they can find you and shit, dude.
You guys can find me on Instagram at PartyWithWaldo. Also on Facebook at Waldo Where Is.
Boom, there it is, dog. Hit the man up. If you're trying to get on the Wake and Bake, he'll give you a date. And then my man, the legend, the co-host, the Don Cooch, dog.
Yeah, you can find me at Don_KOOCH on Instagram and Don_KZA on Twitter. But who the fuck uses Twitter?
Dude, I've been on there for a little while. I got no reactions or
I've been
retweets.
on there for a while.
Me neither,
For
man.
a while too. It's just whatever. I retweet like people I fuck with sometimes. But besides
I'm just on there to follow Browns players.
Oh, man, and sorry about Sunday. So, yep.
Oh, yeah, dude. But you know what was dope is that...
Hey, my team got shit on Sunday, too, dude. Harsh.
Just as much.
Yeah, we lost by 30 points, so I ain't...
Steelers.
The Browns put out a video that morning, Sunday morning, for like the preview for the game. And 2 minutes and 10 seconds in, I'm in it.
What?
I swear. It is a shot of me, my brother, and my friend Ricky, who's the old guitar player for Drunken Sunday, and my friend Ronnie, who was there when I got hit by the truck. We're all there hugging. They were talking about passionate fans, and we're like, ah!
Were you guys at the tailgate?
We were at the game last year against the Jets when Mayfield first came in.
Nice.
And so they got it, like, there was a camera in front of us the whole time. So I'm like,
fuck out.
I was hamming just like, I'm going to get on something.
Stick in the air and shit, dog.
You know what's messed up too is that my buddy got his first row in the 1 yard line, and he said he got tickets and it said low vision section. I was like, I didn't know they had that.
What?
Yeah, they got low vision sections, bro. And it's in the front.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cooch!
Let's get it.
We gotta get them Steelers tickets, boy. Yeah. I just
And half the room sinks.
And everybody here no longer likes Blind James.
As long as we get them Steelers tickets when they come to the Browns.
That's what I'm talking about, dog.
Bro,
So you can wear
prime
your
time.
gear, and I wear my gear. I'll probably still get a beer poured on me, but I expect it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I want to thank all you guys for stopping by Waking and Baking this evening with our friend Blind Joe Wallace and me, your co-host Blind James, of course, man. And you guys know where you can find me on Instagram at The Real Blind James. Get a hold of our show. Watch the streams on Facebook and YouTube at The Wake and Bake with Blind James. Search that same thing across all streaming platforms for the audio. We'll have this one up in a day or so. And then, of course, pop over to patreon.com/blindjames. Help us out with that donation. Help us keep our studio and keep going to dope-ass shows and bringing you killer interviews. As always, thank all of you guys again for stopping by Waking and Baking. And remember, even if you lose your sight, never lose your vision. Peace. Clear.
Excellent.
Clear.
Bow.
Clear.
Where's
Ending.
Ending. Still ending.
Ending. Ended.
Yeah.
Where's a bathroom?